Who guessed it? It is another story time or talking time to you guys, because I kinda think that my pronunciation in the English language as well as my storytelling skills are better than when I started making these movies or these YouTube videos or just filming in general. I have to say I grew. Like when I look back to my first talking time videos or to my first videos where I just talked to you guys, it was way faster. I didn't pronounce my words that good, and I also stuttered a lot, so you couldn't listen to me in a fluent way. But I do think that right now I'm able to talk fluently. Like, I'm able to talk to you guys fluently, even though I'm right now looking at the camera and not at a person. I do think that these skills will translate to curtained moments in my life when I actually have to talk to people, because I make these videos or these talking videos in order to let people watch them on YouTube. So I guess I kind of go into that mindset, which would allow me to get used to talking to people, even though I don't talk to them directly. I only allow people to watch what I'm talking, and then I kind of get the same feeling as if I would have talking to a normal person. Okay, so what is this talking time about? This talking time will be about moving your plan or your exercise or your duty to tomorrow. Like, you can know that there was a proverb about what you can do today, do it today. Don't say tomorrow, or else you will never ever do it, because you will always do it the day after tomorrow. Where what I want to say is that if you have something you want to do, and if you need to do something and you still have time to don't do it, most people will advise you to do it right now in order to have a lesser burden before you have to finish the thing. What I can give you for an advice is you kinda should probably follow the advice of these people, because they obviously learn from experience. They obviously know that if you do something early, you have time to don't do it. Like, you're way more relaxed. But the problem is that I'm the type of person who rarely does this. I'm the kind of person who would always shift everything to the last second or to the last minute and then start doing. Like for example, if the teacher would say, okay, so normally you would need about 2 hours or 1 hour for that assignment. What do? Half an hour or 20 minutes before I have to give the assignment to the teacher, I would start doing it. It's like, it's the worst habit ever. If you have the habit, try to change it. Don't end up like me. Like, right now it is like 2 AM in the morning or so, and this video that I'm right now doing is the video from yesterday. So I'm actually making a talking time, even though it's already past the day I should have shot the movie or should have talking to you. So else I don't think that I'm that kind of guy who has everything planned, who has a strategy in life and what you want to do. My only plan in life is just like go into life and then just hope that everything turns out the best. Like, I have a general direction. Like, I will try to do a lot of stuff. I will try new things out because I'm still young. So obviously my plans is just like do as much as I can, and then when I maybe like late 20s or early 30s, I should hopefully have a little bit of plan and or what I want to do in my life, like when I settling down, whether I have a social community, I have a girlfriend, a wife, or I don't know. But I generally hope that in my late 20s or early 30s I have figured something out for my life, and right now it's just like trying new things out, doing new things, learning, trying, maybe even making mistakes, getting more experience, and just living life. Like, even though I'm probably just spending most of my time at home, I'm still learning a lot. Like, I'm writing a book, a fantasy book, which is about fantasy or so, but hopefully it will help me allow to express myself better, or better up my, or improve my grammarly, expand my vocabulary knowledge or database in my brain. And it will also allow me to read more books. Like, I'm a huge fan of books. Like, I love to read fan fiction, web novels, light novels, fantasy books, good books, story books, like every single thing that has to do with story. I love it. And I also love when a story makes sense. Like when the author or the storyteller tells you a story which doesn't have to make sense at first, but in the middle or at the end of the story, everything has to make sense in the physical law that the author stated. Like, for example, I absolutely hate when there are any loopholes or any flaws in a story which makes the story unlogical. Like as an author, you have the right and the power to make a so-called book law or story law. The story law can contain magic, ether, mana, chakra, chi. I have no idea what for powers there are, like magic, martial arts. You can do whatever you want in your story. But if you have a law, then you currently need to follow it. Like, you can't just say like, oh, okay, even though everything in a story makes sense because I have given them a law, then there comes the protagonist who just goes in and destroys every single logic. Like, I absolutely hate, obviously, plot armor. What is plot armor? Plot armor is something that you give your protagonist in order to progress to the next step. It doesn't matter whether it's a power, a new character, a love interest, or even just a friend, or even just a mighty weapon, or even just a plot hole which comes out of nothing. I mean, plot armor is necessary because in most cases the protagonist is the main character of the story. You obviously want that the protagonist doesn't get treated like shit. You obviously want that the readers identify with the protagonist and then say his choices were good, and in most cases the protagonist would also receive benefits of his adventures, of his actions, and then the reader can identify with the protagonist and then feel like that these progression, these action, these benefits are made because they were for him. Like you kinda imagine yourself in that world where you experience adventures, action, talks, love interest, I don't know. You can literally experience every single thing in a world, in a imaginative world where you can read or even listen to the building or the world you're living in. That's also one of the reasons why many people love Harry Potter, because Harry Potter, first of all, has a good story. The protagonist is the chosen one, so plot armor is already guaranteed. But the third thing that is good is that the protagonist is not that overpowered or not that strong. In other words, he has a few positive traits and a few negative traits which are mostly countered or solved by his teammates, his friends, his love interest, his teachers, which will teach him on how to make that negative flaw disappear or lessen it to a certain extent. And the more flaws you give a character, the more real he seems. Like, Like if you have a character and you only give him positive attributes, like he's strong, brave, smart, intelligence, anything along the lines of that, and you give him no negative attributes, it will turn into a Gary Sue. What does it mean? Or Gary or Mary Sue. What does it mean? It means a perfect character with no flaws. That's also one of the reasons why most of the best characters developed in a story, they have flaws. Because as you will all know it, nobody is perfect, and this is currently in order to be identified with other people. Like whenever you see a character in a story and he has negative flaws, for example, he's too loud, he is annoying, and or he's afraid of something, he got broken in a relationship, or his parents got murdered, or anything along the lines of that. He has pain in his heart, he has problems, perhaps he's not able to socialize, perhaps he speaks the truth too often and is oftenly bold or very directive. These are all flaws or characteristics which you can describe as good. Why? Because for example, you can make a handsome or beautiful guy or girl or woman or man and then give him the attribute of he's not able to socialize that well. So you have the cold or beautiful or hot woman or man standing there in front of your protagonist, or even he is the protagonist, and he has the flaw that he's not able to socialize that well. What will happen? Perhaps the protagonist will go to that person, and then at first he might seem, oh, this guy is not that nice. But then he realizes after a certain time that the only problem that this guy has is that he's not able to socialize that well. So perhaps he's an introvert person. And then you realize, oh my god, this character is really nice. Even he's hot, or he's beautiful, he is nice, and his flaw is that he's not able to socialize that well. So people are generally making a distance because they are afraid to go to him because she has a certain atmosphere around here which makes you nervous, and even though he or she is not able to socialize that well. So, oh my god, okay, this talking time is moving into a very wrong direction. I probably just talked about doing things tomorrow, and then I talked about characterization about stories, but this is, oh my god, it's already 30 minutes, oh my god. Okay, so I have to cut this up. I wish you a great day, a great week, a great month, or even a great year. If you will never ever see me again or hear of me, I wish you a great life. So bye and have a great time. Also, I will try to do these talking videos more often in order to be able to speak fluently, in order to talk what I'm thinking and just get my mind out, just get my opinion out and how I view things. But naturally things can change, so maybe in 1 or 2 years I won't have the same mindset as I do right now. So bye!